Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jacob from England, a long-time English teacher and language school director, and today we're talking all about adverbs of frequency, saying how often things happen. Alright guys, so let's start with this question. How often do you go to the gym? So if it's right at the bottom here, we're going to say never. I never go to the gym. We could also say, I don't ever go to the gym. So the not, it means to do a negative verb. I don't ever go to the gym. Okay, let's go up a little bit. Let's say maybe we go to the gym maybe once every 6 months, something like that. We would say, I hardly ever go to the gym. I hardly ever go to the gym. So hardly ever means very close to nothing. Now, very important here is that the negative is included in the hardly, which means the negative is already in here. So we don't say, I don't hardly ever go to the gym, because that would be two negatives, don't and hardly. So the negative is included here. So we only say, I hardly ever go to the gym. And this could be anything. I hardly ever eat vegetables. I hardly ever see my parents. It can be whatever you like, but just remember, never say, I don't hardly, because the negative is already in here. Okay, let's go up a little bit more. Maybe you go to the gym once every month, maybe something like that, a bit more frequently. Now we can say, I go to the gym from time to time. From time to time. And remember, this goes at the end of the sentence because this is an adverbial phrase, which just means an adverb with more than one word. When you have adverbs with more than one word, like this, they go at the end of the sentence. And just quick extra note, you might think, Jacob, but this is also two words, but that goes before the verb. I hardly ever go to the gym. And yes, that's just a little exception. So hardly ever does go before. Little exception. So from time to time, we use this very often. Some alternatives here, some other options. We could say occasionally. I occasionally go to the gym. To be honest, I don't ever say occasionally. I never ever use it. I either use from time to time, or I use this nice British option, which is every now and again. Oh, how often do you go to the gym? Oh, just every now and again. This is a very British option and it sounds very nice. If you want the American option here, they say almost the same. They say every now and then. So if you want to be British, every now and again. If you want to be American, every now and then. Okay, let's go up a little bit more. If I go to the gym maybe once a week, 2 times a week, something like that, we would say I go to the gym pretty often. Pretty often. And remember that pretty, it means the same as quite. So this is the same as pretty often or quite often. Most native speakers use pretty more than quite. It just sounds a bit nicer. Pretty often. We could go up a little bit as well. We could say I go to the gym, oh God, really often. Sorry for my bad writing. I go to the gym pretty or quite often. These are the same. Or really often. You could also say I often go to the gym, but to be honest, we usually use it like this. I go to the gym really often, pretty often, quite often. And remember what I said before, if we have an adverbial phrase, an adverb with more than one word, 2 or 3 or 4 words, it goes at the end of the sentence. So this is 2 words, so it goes at the end. I go to the gym pretty often. Okay, let's go up even more. So if you go to the gym, like, let's say, I don't know, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times a week, we would say, I go to the gym all the time. I go to the gym all the time. Again, this is an adverbial phrase, so it goes on the end of the sentence. I go to the gym all the time. Some other options here, we could say always. I always go to the gym. This is just a one-word adverb, so it goes before the verb. I always go to the gym. And maybe another option could also be a lot. I go to the gym a lot. Okay, last thing is this is the level of how often we do something. If we go above this safe level, if we go up here, this would be too often. So something very important to know is that when you say too often, it means it's always a bad thing. It's like you've gone above the safe limit. You've gone above the good limit. So if you do something too often, it means it's not healthy, it's not good, it's not fun. So if my friend John goes to the gym too often, it means he's there twice a day and he has no time for his friends, no time for his family, and it's become a bad, unhealthy thing for him. All right, guys, so that is adverbs of frequency, saying how often we do something. I never go to the gym, or I don't ever go to the gym. I hardly ever go to the gym. I go to the gym from time to time, or every now and again. I go to the gym pretty often, or really often. I go to the gym all the time, or I always go to the gym. And John goes to the gym too often. And guys, remember, you don't have to memorize any of this stuff, thanks to our beautiful leaflet here. Yep. So here is our adverbs box. Hopefully it's going to focus there. And you can see all these options we just talked about on the leaflet here, and you can download that in the description. You can also check out our awesome podcast where we have funny conversations in English and learn extra vocab together and practice putting all of this into real conversations. You can find the links for everything in the description. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.